Hello, hello. Uh, trying to find me a station to listen to before I start my makeup tutorial. I want to listen to music, but they be tripping. See, all these are live radio stations, but I don't know.
For type 2 diabetes, once weekly Mounjaro could help. Dual-acting Mounjaro is the only FDA-approved type 2 diabetes medicine of its kind. 3 out of 4 people reached an A1C of less than 7%. Don't take Mounjaro if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or hyperplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor right
I
away
hate
if you
these
feel
long
a
commercials.
reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if you're
Oh
nursing,
shit!
pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before scheduled procedures with
I might was listening to YouTube going through all that long ass commercial. What a mess. Well, actually, you know what? It's oh, that was yesterday's news. I would like to
never sue the other driver after a car accident.
watch the
There's
news.
So let me be clear. I'm a lawyer. A part of my practice is criminal defense work. There is no felony in the Texas Penal Code for what he says. So respectfully, he's making up some shit. Okay? He's trying to get sound bites, and he has no legal mechanism. And if he did, subpoenas from Texas don't work in New York. So he gonna come get us how? Subpoenas in Texas don't work in Chicago. He's gonna come get us how? So let me be clear. He's putting up smoke and mirrors. And I'm hopeful that the media doesn't follow that. I will also say this. I was on the redistricting committee. I sat in on the meetings. We had 3 sham hearings with no maps, where people were forced to testify that they were neutral on the maps because of our processes, when actually I would say about 99.9% of the people were against it. So they set it up. So when the litigation happens, because it's going to happen, trust and believe, right? That there will be testimony saying that everybody was neutral on it, which is, excuse my French, a damn lie. Then, when they got the map on Wednesday, and let me be clear, it was the worst kept secret in Texas. I was on the redistricting committee, and I was wondering in January, why am I on the redistricting committee? I mean, it ain't a redistricting year. And we didn't meet once, right? But this was always the backup plan. Always. I sat in on the hearings. It was a joke. The chair of the redistricting committee, Cody Vasut, is a lawyer. In the legislature, he is the expert on points of order. He knows the law. Cody pays attention to detail. During the redistricting committee meetings, well, I hadn't looked at, I hadn't.
See, they're talking about. I'm in Texas, and they're talking about the redistricting. Basically, these these white men who don't can't accept the fact that these racist white men who can't accept the fact that you won't always have power. You won't always have power, and it's so sad. It's really sad. But you know what? It's sad. It's really sad. This is Texas. It ain't just Texas. And you know who's behind all this stuff? These white churches, these white evangelical churches that say they know the Lord and they know. First of all, if you're a Christian, you would abide by the rules and the laws of the land, but you're not, because slave owners were Christians too, and you saw what they did. So saying you're a Christian don't mean shit. It don't mean a motherfucking thing. Yeah. Saying you're a Christian does not mean a goddamn thing. Slave owners went to church every Sunday, had slaves in the field, got out of church and went to beat the fuck out of them. So don't tell me nothing about being no Christian. It's sad. So what they're trying to do, if y'all don't know, they're redoing the maps so they can get these seats because they know they're gonna lose. So they doing what Trump telling them to do, and Trump know he wrong. They know they wrong, but this is what racist white people do. That's what they do. When they can't see their way and they can't get their way, they cheat. That's why when people come on my live and say, I need to be saved, girl, you probably believe in slavery and you probably want it to come back. And you'll call yourself a Christian. I ain't got nothing for them, honey. I ain't got nothing for them. But hopefully they get through this and hopefully they be able to fight and fix it. Because they say they got warrants out for them and stuff. And the lady was talking. She was like, baby, they can't come here and arrest us. I'm like, if anybody need to be arrested, it need to be Trump. That's who they need to be arrested. Let me tell y'all what happened in South Korea. The same thing Donald Trump did here, the South Korean president did. You know what they did? Y'all know what they did to him? They arrested his ass. See, y'all racist white people, y'all let these racist white people get away with this shit. They've been doing it for years. And when it comes to the United States Constitution, they don't follow the Constitution, honey. They didn't follow the Constitution back during slavery, and they sure don't want to follow it now. But at this point, I'm beginning to ask the Lord, when are you gonna give us a fucking break? Because if you don't give us a break, it's kind of giving that you on their side. And I hate to say that, but it's like white racist people have always been doing this since we could think of this shit. And so when are we gonna get a break? We've been in slavery. And I don't even argue with people who are Trump supporters. I block them. I don't even care about them. I don't care I don't care nothing about how they feel, and I don't even have a conversation with them. And a lot of them that come on my page, they ain't no Trump supporters. They're just trying to be trolls. But anyway, and that just goes to show you, if a person come on here and say, "Oh, they support Trump," are you surprised? White racist people who were Christians supported slavery. So why are you surprised? It's sad. But at some point, God gonna have to give us a break. Because at some point, because we've been, yes, the Lord. Lord, we're gonna love the Lord. Praise the Lord. Lord Jesus Christ. Go to church every Sunday, lifting up Jesus. We got to get a break. We need a break. Because we try to abide by the rules. We try to get along with everybody. Police beating our ass, government trying to beat our ass and put us under. So it's like we need a break. I get political when I ain't doing the show, but and shout out to all the white people who ain't racist, because there's a lot of white people who got our back. Oh, you're usually so happy, man. People. No, I'm just talking about the white racist people. That's all. I'm not mad. I'm just telling the truth. I'm telling how I feel about white racist people. All right, y'all. I'm about to do this makeup tutorial. Someone sent me a few dollars to do a show tonight. I wasn't gonna do one, but I really do need to do it because I'm going out of town Friday. I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but it was like, Pizza, I really enjoy. I didn't know you did drag. I didn't know you dressed up real cute and everything. Can you do a show tonight? Yeah. Okay. So here I go. I'm putting on my makeup. I mean, I'm really tired, but I don't want nobody to say, I sent you some money and you didn't do the show. Well, first of all, I didn't tell you to send me no money, but I appreciate it. But anyway, you know, and like I said, I don't usually do political stuff on my live, but sometimes you got to stand up for what you think is right. You know what I mean? And, oh, I forgot to shave. We as black people, baby, we have been through it. We have been through it. We have been through the ringer, baby. It's time to give us a break. What's the song say? Give me a break. I truly deserve it. Y'all remember that? Give me a break. Nell Carter. Y'all remember Nell Carter? Man, she passed away. It was a drag queen that used to dress up like Nell Carter. And they call her Nell. Or him. I remember when I first started doing drag shows, and when I moved to Houston, they had this queen that did Maud. She looked just like Maud. And she used to host the shows. She was real funny. I was a stripper there. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she really was. Yep, she was in Houston. She's very sweet. And I used to do. She used to do my. But I was a stripper then. I wasn't even thinking about doing drag then. I was a male dancer. But yeah. Well, you can delete yourself from my page. Oh yeah, I can imagine, because animals are like they're like family, you know. Yeah, animals are like family. Yep, they're like family. I remember one time I had a dog and I had to let the dog go, and oh my God, I cried. I mean, I cried. I had to give her up because I couldn't afford her a long time ago. Then you got some people out here that's hurting their dogs and doing bad things to them. That ain't good. So I want to remind everybody, I know you probably won't go, but it's still not too late to go on my cruise I'm doing this year. I think I know for a fact, if you get a room right now, let me block this person. Do we have any moderators on here? Do we have any moderators on here? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so who is Loretta? Miss Kitty, let me ask you a question. Are you trying to get blocked? I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I just did a whole comedy show and I'm exhausted. So I don't even know you to let you mind my channel. So I'm moving on, y'all. So some people say, well, what are you using? Hey, Stanley, what are you using for your? I just cheap makeup. It's just some LA colors, real cheap. I know once I put my makeup on, it looks like it's really, really light, but it's really not. It's just the lighting. You see when I turn the light off, see how light I'm looking? But it's just the lighting that makes me look really, really light. Yeah, it's the lighting that makes me look light. But shit, when I was born, my mama said they thought I was a white baby. I was so light. Well, my father is very light skinned, and my mom is very light skinned. So I came out like a white baby. Yeah, they said my mom's grandmother raised her. She's like, you been messing with a white man? Which my family has never been racist, and my mom would tell you, she say, you know, there was somebody in our family that was Muslim, and they're always talking about racism, white people, and the white people this, white people. My mom said, baby, let me tell you something. When I needed something, my black friends wasn't there for me, but I had white people that was there for me before the black folks was there for me. I don't get into black and white. I get into who's there for me. And unfortunately, the people that was for me was white folks that was there for me. So they were good to me and did me right. I don't get into who's white or black. I get into who are you as a person? Because there's some evil black people, evil white people, you know. Anyway, guys, as you can see, I don't cut my eyebrows. So I put, hi Tim Ye, I use this, you sent me a super chat. Yeah, my notifications is on. They should be. Oh, you know what? Thanks for reminding me. Let me put my Cash App up here too. Yeah, just in case somebody want to send that. Because I'm going out of town. I need my coins, honey. Yeah, that super chat, if you had to send it, it should have popped up. Yeah. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all send something. Make sure y'all send it to my Cash App. I'm going out of town. I won't get that to the end of the month. Okay, if you can. And don't forget, I will be performing here in a minute. I appreciate that. Thank you. I like to get those. I don't get those that much. I didn't used to get those back with my old channel. No, a lot of my old subscribers, they never would. My old crowd, they wouldn't even speak to me, y'all. They would come on here and just look. They wouldn't say nothing. This was like weird. Like, what? Damn, y'all can't talk? Uh-oh, sorry, I gotta watch the evening news. It just popped up.
If you've been diagnosed with kidney cancer, liver cancer, testicular cancer, or ulcerative...
Tonight, the breaking news as we come on the air, a gunman opening fire on a U.S. Army base. Multiple soldiers...
What happened? Hi, Teresa. What happened? It just stopped. I love watching David. It just stopped on me for some reason. Let me try it again. I don't know what happened. My volume went out. What? No, it's not loading. It's playing. Yeah, I got the volume turned up. I have no idea what that pissed me off because I want to watch the news. Well, let me go see what's going on with the volume. Oh, okay. Let me try that. Yeah, because Don Lemon is talking and I don't hear him. Let me try something else here. I like David Mears' voice. I like his voice. He make it like it's so like it's just really David Mears. It's not that serious, but I like it now.
If you've been diagnosed with kidney cancer, liver cancer, testicular cancer, or ulcerative colitis.
Okay, nothing's wrong. I'm about to do my makeup here in a minute. Let me try this one more time. Actually, let me put my stuff up here. Actually, let me. Hello, hello. Someone sent me a few dollars to see it, do a show tonight. I wasn't gonna do it until tomorrow, but why not? I just when I finish this, then I'll lay my ass down. I don't plan on being up here all night because I'm tired. Okay. There's my. Did I put it up there? Yeah, there's my cash app. All right, there it is. Okay. And my Venmo is the same. Can you let me see what you just said. Are you just starting your night? I can't stay up anymore. You know what? Sometimes I have to watch what I say because, yeah. No, I had, okay, Teresa, why are you telling me that? What's going on? Why are you telling me you have 10 subscribers? Tim, yeah, I mean, Tim Vay. Blocked. You just got yourself blocked. Don't come on here advertising your shit on my page. Anyway, y'all, look. Okay, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I can't let these people get to me. I got to get my stuff together. Well, I'm trying to put it together because I really don't feel it, but it won't be to the fair to the person who sent me the money. So I got to do it. I'm so tired. Is there a reason why you put that name in there? Oh, excuse me. Mhm. Oh, boy. Oh. Let me ask you one more time. Is there a reason why you put that name in the chat? Uh-uh. I am. I'll be all right. Once I put the makeup on, I'll wake up. I had to work today. I work from home and I'm tired. I took a little nap, but I'm still tired. I work from 2 to. It depends. Like today, I work from 2 to. I had a short day today, so. But what's good about it is that I do work from home. I take my little naps and stuff. So yeah. Well, we're gonna block you so you won't see my twisted head. How about that? Have a good one. Bye bye. I tell you, boy, these trolls. Mm. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're putting the highlighter here. We call this the raccoon. And do some right here too. Some people put it here, but I don't do that. Yeah. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but so then after we do that, ladies and gentlemen, we get this translucent powder, which looks really, really white when you put it on. But I'll explain it to you why I do it. I don't know about other people, but so when you get it, you take it and you shake it, and you go like this. You put this down here because once you start doing your eyes, all that shadow and the stuff that falls down, all you got to do is take a brush and brush it off there when you finish. That's it. Just that simple. Now, once I get to put my makeup and everything on, I'll darken it up a little bit. I will darken it up a little bit. Right now, it's a little light, but I'll darken it up. No, but I'm the one that got you blocked. Goodbye. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all want to come in and get 2 seconds of fame, come on in and talk shit because I'm going to remove your ass. So it's totally up to you. I have nothing but time today. No, they don't have to hit the like button. I'm just doing my makeup. Actually, they do have to hit the like button because I'm not. Okay. What color am I going to use? Yes, PT is having yeah, because I'm sleepy. But when I go to bed tonight, I don't have to clock in till late tomorrow, so I'll be fine. What color am I wearing? What dress am I wearing? Oh, red. So let's do this here. I don't know. I think I changed my mind that fast. And I tell people all the time, it's not how much makeup you put on, it's how you apply the makeup. You know what I mean? I say, of course, the RuPaul Drag Race girls, they do put on a lot of makeup, but that's show. That's the show. That's theater. Yeah, but you women, or I say women who don't want to look like a drag queen, you don't need all this. Even though there's a lot of women who really puts it on, baby. Woo. They be looking like the housewives of Atlanta women. They be painted for the gods, painted. It's humid out there. I remember showing. How do I do what? There we go. The eye looks really pretty there. It's a pretty eye. Yeah. How was your evening last night? The show turned out good. I had two people who blessed me with through my Cash App and Venmo, and they really made the show worthwhile because sometimes that's all it is. It takes one or two people to come through and make the show worthwhile. Some people to come and look at you all night and won't say nothing, and they just want a free show. So it's all good. The Lord, what do you say? The Lord always have a ram in the bush, honey. Child, I've been doing this for a long time, honey. A long time. A long time. So, a long time. Yeah. And I'm tired, y'all. I think I need to turn my air on. That might be what the problem is because I'm hot. And I had turned my air. It was so cold in here. I had to turn it down. It was up. It was so cold. So I think that's what the problem is. I'm kind of warm. It's making me sleepy. Hold on. Whew. Yeah. That's what the problem was. I didn't have my air on. And I was, when you be kind of warm, you get kind of, muggy and sleepy. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I need to turn on some air. I want to play music, but I want to leave this makeup. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But, some women like to wear a lot of makeup. Some women like to put it on, baby. My sister wears a lot of makeup. I knew this one lady that used to put on a lot of makeup. And they thought she was a man, which is not funny because they tried to shoot her. Yeah, they thought she was a man, and she's not a man. She just puts on heavy makeup. And yeah, but that's sad to know. Isn't that sad to know that a person will want to take you out because you dress they think that. I'll repent if you go turn yourself into ice, Jose. If you go turn yourself into ice, I'll repent. How about that? We have a deal. Since you're so saved, why don't put your name in your church up here? See, they always act like they big Christians and stuff, but they won't tell you what church you go to. Put your church down here. Yeah, I'm still on TikTok, but sometimes they don't want to be spending no money, child. They just be looking. So sometimes I gotta come over here. Yeah, you don't even go to church, Jose, because you too busy looking for ICE, because ICE is looking for you. So again, you're so bold. Put your church down here. Y'all look up his church. We want to come to your church. I want to get saved. Tell me the name of your church. We're waiting. Give us the address. We want the address. And since you don't know how to witness to people, in order to win souls to Christ, you have to be wise, Jose. Wise. Do you think that just imagine if I wanted to get saved? You came in here and you said, "Oh, you're lying. There's no fucking church down there. No fucking lost whatever. You're a liar. You're a liar." But just imagine if somebody wanted to get saved and really want to know the Lord, and you came in there live and you was like, and they wanted you wanted them to know Jesus, and you come in here and you judge them. That's not how you would. So you could have came in. You could say, "Hey, how y'all doing? Good evening. Is everybody good?" But no, you just came in here telling people telling me I need to be saved. You don't know a fucking thing about me, bitch. You don't know nothing about me. Not a fucking thing about me. So really, to be honest with you, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. So what I want you to do is kiss my ass, kiss my black ass, and stay your ass off my live. Matter of fact, today is Wednesday. Why your bitch ass ain't in church? Yeah, you should be in church. You should not be on my live. Oh, I'm being very kind. I talk to everybody like this. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm entertaining that fool. Let me get up. He's lying. He wasn't in the military, no way. All right, moving on. Okay, y'all. So now what I've done here is, you can see here, yeah, he should be in Bible study. But he's watching the drag queen. So anyway, so I've done this here. I know, because I don't shave my eyebrows, guys, because I just, I don't. I'm a dude without this shit on. I'm a dude. I'm a man. I don't run around like a woman. I don't run around with wigs and purses. No shade to the ones who do, but I don't. It's okay. All right. So next, and I don't consider myself a makeup artist. I don't. Now, Deion Sanders years ago, he had a reality show, and I did do his daughter's makeup on the show, but I don't consider myself a makeup artist. I do just enough for my ass to get by for the show, and that's it. Yeah, I do just enough for my ass to get by for the show, and I'm good. Because when I first started doing drag, a lot of the queens wouldn't help me because I was a good entertainer. And they figured, oh, we gonna help this bitch. They're not gonna sew for me. There you go. They're gonna Faith Clark White Funeral Home. Okay. Yeah, they're not gonna sew for me. They're not gonna do my makeup because I was good on the show. So they wasn't. No, ma'am, honey. I was on my own, so I had to learn to do my own makeup. No, baby, them girls ain't gonna help you, baby, when you got a little talent behind your belt. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. How many of you guys saw me perform last night? How many of y'all saw me perform last night? Hey, cousin. Hey, bitch. How you doing? Cousin, you must have been busy because, baby, I ain't heard from you. I've been trying to give you some tea. Oh, baby, some tea, honey. And I ain't heard from you. Hey, bitch, I wasn't going to do a show tonight, but somebody sent me $30. So, bitch, can you do the show tonight? I'm like, yes. I might as well, shit. I wasn't going to do it till tomorrow, but I'm like, I might as well go ahead and do it now. I'm tired, too. No, the interview is Friday. That's why it's Friday. That's why I've been doing the show. They have me some extra coins in my pocket when I go down there. Yeah, it's Friday. It'll go well, I hope. Well, thank you, Angela. I appreciate that, but I'm not a lesbian. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. I can be. Yeah, it was. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can do better tonight. You know, I only had 2 people that really carried the show last night. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully the girls cash their checks today and they come on through them, so I can give you. See, I want to get. I really wanted to. I know I'm just joking. I really wanted to do some Ross, Dinah Ross. I was gonna give y'all some Ross and all of that, but I was a little tired. Yeah. I was a little exhausted, but we'll see what happens tonight. Hell, I'm tired tonight. Shit. Hey, there go President Putin, guy. Hey, girl. What's happening, Putin? Where you been? I ain't seen you in a while. Putin is in the building. I'm tired. Putin, you better be getting along with Trump, okay? You better get along with him. He mad at you right now. Trump is upset with you, baby. Well, don't worry about it. We upset with him right now. So I had the weirdest dream. I used to look like Diana Ross when I was younger. Oh, wow. Diana Ross is a beautiful woman, baby. Yeah. Putin, I said Wooten. Please, yes. Don't take us to war. You know what, y'all? You know how these countries get into it? They need to let them fight. They need to let the presidents fight. And don't y'all agree with me? We need to let the damn presidents fight and leave us out of it. We don't want to have nothing to do with y'all shit. I know. Don't y'all get mad when I say this. It's a joke. But I said, if I ever do talk to the Lord, I'm saying, Lord, now you and the devil had a fight. And how did we get involved in this? You could have just popped him with one little pop and he would have been gone. But no, we in the middle of it. Oh boy, I tell you. I tell you, sometimes you wonder about life and the earth and, why did you come here? And, how did, you can't really say how it would be if you were not here because you're here. But if you were not here, then you would know what it was like. To be honest with you, I love this planet. I love this earth. I love the United States. I love the world. It's a lot of things going on in the world, but I know that when I take cruises and I go to these countries that don't have what we have, we are really, really great. We are really blessed to have the things that we have here in the United States. And you don't really know that until you go to other countries and you see how they're living, But unfortunately, a lot of people don't like us right now. But it's okay. Yeah, a lot of people kind of upset with us right now. We ain't got nothing to do with that, y'all. That's Trump. But y'all, politics has been like this way before we became around. I was reading. I love politics. I do. I love American politics. I like politics, period. I was reading up on something in American politics. There was a president. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. This president, his wife. This, of course, this is way before TikTok and all this stuff. Well, his wife was so distraught by the way they was. You know how Trump be talking about people and stuff? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I don't want to mess up. Okay, well, this lady. This is a little bit too dark. Okay, I didn't want it that damn dark. Shit. Well, anyway, this first lady, I don't remember what president it was, but I might as well go ahead and make this one dark. I didn't mean for it to be that dark. Oh, I hate that. Anyway, I don't know which president it was, but Desi, if you see any spam in here, can y'all please block it? Because I'm not doing the show, so I don't have time for this crazy shit tonight. So if anybody's a moderator, please block them, please. Thank you. No, it's okay. I go with the dark. I usually go with. I don't usually use dark on my eyes, but it's okay. It's all right. It'll be okay. So anyway, apparently, there we go. This president's wife, she was so upset about what they were saying to about him. Putting in the paper, and she died of a heart attack. They was apparently lying on him. You know how Trump. You know how Trump do. So this has been going on for years, way before we came on the scene. American politics has been a mess. Can you imagine what it was like doing slavery? Can you imagine what it was like doing slavery? Oh, oop. So on my mom's side of the family, which y'all don't know that name, but on my side of the family, we have a French name, right? And our last name, I was looking up our last name, and I was looking at that family. One side of the family was against slavery, and then the other side was for slavery, and they were fighting against each other. It was crazy. Like, so I love politics. I love history. I mean, you know, but we've been through this before. We just wasn't around. Abe is your cousin. Okay. Yeah, we've been through this before. Yeah, we've been through it before. I mean, we have been through this before. Hold on. Yeah. Not for real. Oh, you do? Okay, okay, cool. I thought you were joking. Okay. Yeah, but I love to go to DC and and see all that history. Do you make your wigs? Oh no, I'm not this serious when it comes to drag. I buy my wigs, honey. Oh, y'all, it's so sad. The guy that we had, we have a couple of wig shops here in my hometown, but the one guy that everybody used to go to way before they opened up these other ones, his mom um, passed away, I think last year. And you ever know somebody who lose their parents and they're never the same? But every time we go into his shop, you could just tell, he wasn't the same, and I feel so sorry for him, but he passed away. They say they found him in his house a couple of weeks ago. Passed away, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I know it's sad, yeah. Well, that's why I gave up going to Atlanta to be closer to my mom. I want to be in Atlanta, but my mom is way more important, baby, okay? And let me tell y'all something. Child, if I was to become an overnight sensation, my mom ain't have a whole lot of money, can move her out of this town, she still ain't moving. She ain't leaving them grandkids. Y'all women know what I'm talking about. Y'all are not leaving y'all grandkids, baby. I'm very glad that I have her, yes. And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. And y'all ain't gonna believe this. Because I was gay, me and my mom, we had the worst relationship. It was horrible. It was to the point where we just we did not get along. And I understand. I can tell people all the time, nobody wants their kids to be nothing they don't want them to be, whether they're gay or a bank robber, a hoe, a trick, a prostitute. No. And my mom was young, and of course no parents want their children to be gay. That's just a given, you know. And that was new for my mom. And oh yeah, baby, I think that's why God is blessing me right now with my channel, because I wanted to go to Atlanta, because Atlanta's like the black new Hollywood. So that's why I wanted to go. And I told this story before, y'all probably don't remember. But see, if I had went to Atlanta, I probably would have been doing my skits. I would have been just doing my regular gossip and not going nowhere with it. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Now when they say non-binary, what does that mean? they like everybody? Because this some of it I don't understand it myself. I'm like, you know, oh, okay. Well, y'all listen. I would have loved it. Listen, being a part of the LGBTQ community don't mean that you can't have kids. Oh, I could have had kids, but I also wanted to be a responsible young man too, and I wouldn't want to mess around with a girl that I really didn't want to be with to please my parents. There's so many gay men out there that are in relationship that slept with women and really didn't want to be with them. They did it for their families. I wouldn't want to do that. That won't be fair to the child. That won't be fair to the wife, the girlfriend. That's not fair. You know. But I definitely would have liked. I would have loved to have a little son. I would have. It's too late now, y'all. So no volunteers. Too late. But you know, I got enough fucking nieces and nephews. And they think I'm their fucking daddy. They can't just take $5 for their birthday. They want hundreds and fifties. I'm like, really? Really? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I definitely want. You know what's crazy? During the '80s when they had the Don't Ask, Don't Tell. You know how everybody was hiding. I was gonna marry this girl because, because back then they found out you was LGBT a child, they'd kick you out the military. So I was gonna marry this girl, but I never did. But I've been approached by having kids, but with lesbians. Huh? With lesbians. No, I was, and people always shut up, Daisy. And people always say I was molested. I've never been molested ever in my life. Um, I was a hot tail, fast young man, though. I was running after the older men. What's crazy? Oh, let me tell y'all a story. This is a true story. I talked to a friend of mine today, and my friend is LGBTQ plus, but me and her or him, well, him, but he's real feminine, and we used to hang out, and I back in the Austin, Texas days, I would get in drag and stuff, and we go hang out and stuff, and now all of a sudden he's a father. He's taking care of all of his sisters and brothers. Sister got on drugs, brother, all kind of stuff. So he has like 6 kids. Oh, his whole life has changed. So we talked today. Oh, it's just I'm gonna take it down. It's just to make your nose look smaller. Yeah. Which I'm happy with my nose, okay? But when you get in drag, you're supposed to look different than your real self. But anyway, so we talked today, and I hadn't talked to him in a long time because he's, 6 kids, and they high school and everything. So let me tell you what happened. So one of the boys, he was telling me was gay. He was 14. They've been giving him a hard time at the school, and one of the guys that's giving him a hard time at the school is a Jesus loves me. Yes, he does. um, One of the guys that's giving him a hard time at school is a football player. He's been sending him the football player. I think he's a year older than him, but anyway, so he's been sending him. He talks about him in front of the girls, but he sends him emails and text messages, and because he likes him, but he gets mad because he's like, why are you talking about me, calling me gay and stuff in front of all these people? But then you try to talk to me. So he outed him. He asked the boy to send him a picture. He sent him a picture. Okay, so he sent him a picture, right? So he took the picture and shared it to all the girls and said, see, look, y'all, look, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay. And so he got in trouble. The little boy got in trouble for sharing his stuff. But y'all say, no, he shouldn't have shared his stuff, but that's what his ass get. He should have been out because I'm going to tell y'all the story, and my cousin Desi will tell you. Let me tell y'all what happened to me. Me and my uh, high school, well, we were we were we were in the 10th grade going. No, we was in the ninth grade going to the 10th grade, and me and my friend, I won't say his name. We had been like dibbling and dabbling, since we were like I think he was a year older than me. I think he might have been 17. I was 16, but we was, we was doing what we did, what we thought we was doing. And he liked me, I liked him. He was very much on the down low. I was gay. Everyone knew I was gay. And my cousin Desi's on here. She'll tell you this is a true story. This is a true story I'm about to tell y'all. And so I don't know. I guess people found out that him and I had been hanging out and stuff, whatever. So he told me to meet him. Some of y'all done been in these vacant houses before, honey. Don't act like it. Who are you, Sandra? Sandra, who are you? I only allow people to do that are my moderators. Please don't put I appreciate you putting that up there, but unless you're a moderator, don't do it. Because I don't even know who you are, baby. So anyway, some of y'all, can I get a witness? Some y'all have been in some of these vacant houses with your boyfriends and stuff. So me and him, we meet up and stuff and whatever. Oh, probably so, yeah. So we didn't met up and stuff. We've been meeting up and doing what we've been doing and stuff. So I guess he found out that somebody was gonna find out that him and I have been, boyfriends and whatever. And so he was scared because he didn't want to know. I was just sharing you there. No, I know you didn't, but I only want people that are my moderators to do that, please. Because I don't even know who you are, Sandra, but that's good. I appreciate you, though. Child, ain't going to send nothing no way, but I appreciate it. All right. So I told him I would meet him at this vacant house. And it was on this street in my hometown. And not thinking nothing of it. I thought we was doing what we always do, gonna meet up or whatever. And so I get there, he's not there. I'm waiting, waiting around him. And all of a sudden I hear a whole lot of people. I would say something to you, I like Cash App better. So I heard all these people screaming and hollering. Back then we say punk. We didn't say gay. We say, oh, he a punk. He's a punk. Especially in the black community, they say, he's a punk. He's a punk. He's a punk. I don't like this person. So anyway, hold on. All right. So anyway, I'm like, what is all this noise? Yeah, and I like how they say in New Orleans, punks. He's a punk. I get so tickled right here in the New Orleans people say punks. I just fall out laughing. So anyway, so he thank you. So he set me up. He had all these people come to the house and said, I told you he was a punk. He told me to meet him and he lied on me. And that just, hold on, Selena. That was y'all. That let me tell you what happened. It's very embarrassing to my family because I live in a small town. So it's embarrassing. That was way before it was cool to be LGBTQ plus, way before gay marriage, way before this. We talking like 79, 80, right? And so I ran away. And but let me tell you about him. But hold on. So I ran, I hid, I cried, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for my family. And I couldn't understand why would he do that to me? Why would he do that to me? Why would he do that to me? And I understood, he was very much a straight dude, and then he didn't want anybody to know he was, how you doing? So I remember running and Daisy, you know where we lived back in the day, there was nothing out there but trees, tall weeds and stuff. So somehow I ended up in the back alley and I ran and I remember my oldest brother coming down the alley looking for me saying, "Hey, where you at? You need to come home. It's nothing wrong. You need to come home." And so I hid. I didn't want to go home. I was so embarrassed. And then they had the nerves to come to my house. They had the nerves to come to my house. And my mom said, "Y'all get away from my dad." Must have been out of town at the time because my dad would have cussed their ass out. My stepdad would have, because my stepdad probably would have shot him. So, um, so my mom, now mind you, my stepfather raised me. My stepfather raised me. Um, and my mom, but she took me out of school, and she put me in a private school. She was looking for my father, who I'd never seen in my life and never met in my life. And so, if she had met my father, I would have been ripped away from my only family that I ever knew, and away from my only father that I ever knew. Um, it was a bad time. It was really a bad time. But let me tell you about him. He is still living. He's been to prison for murder. He's in and out of jail, and he's on drugs. Matter of fact, he's in jail now. He's on drugs, and he's had a hard life. And I got to be careful what I say because I don't know who's listening. But the only thing that's saving him, the reason why I haven't gone off on him, is because my mom is still living, and my mom was like, "No, don't say anything. Just let it go." I said, "Oh yeah, well you better hope I leave before you because if you leave before me, it ain't gonna take but 1 or 2 days before I get on Facebook because I'll never forget what he did to me." I know some of y'all might like just let it go. Um, just let it go, Peachy. No, I ain't gonna let that go. I ain't gonna never forget. And guess what? His son is a preacher. His son is a preacher in my hometown, and he is phenomenal. He's a phenomenal preacher. I love him to death. He don't even know what happened. He don't even know what happened. But he's had a hard life. When I first moved back home 4 years ago, before I moved back to Houston, when I moved back home, he was on Facebook, and I saw him, and I said, "Hey, so and so," and he blocked me. He blocked me. And I know some of y'all might like, "No, PT, let it go. Don't hold on to that." You're right. I should let it go because look at all the things he's been through, in prison, in and out of prison. He went to prison for murder. He was involved with this murder that went down here in my hometown and a lot of stuff. And I know I should just let it go. It's crazy what you're talking about because I'm going through some stuff. Yeah, he guilty. Yeah. No, you need to go to bed and get out of my life. I'm 25 and I'm a woman. But yeah, man, I tell you, and man, I don't know what I'd have did if I had been pulled away from my family because my stepfather raised me, so he was my dad. But thank God thank God she didn't find my daddy because I would have been. But it would have been okay, y'all, because I found out years later that my dad was gay friendly, like was cool with the gays. I'm like, what? Yeah, and I found out that my dad was. We have so much in common. My dad he was They said he could dance. He played the piano. Well, I danced a little bit. I played the piano. He dresses really nice. No, they both passed. My stepfather and my biological father passed. Yeah, but me and my stepfather, we didn't get along. You know, when I first. I don't think it was because I was gay. I just think he was just a mean man. He was my stepdaddy was mean, y'all. Ooh, he was mean. I don't like talking about my stepdaddy because I start crying. I think the reason why, well, I know the reason why I didn't get along with my stepdaddy because of him and my mom's relationship. And, you know, I was very protective of my mom. And so and I know this is a hard word to say, but it's the truth. And Dizzy will tell you, I hated my father, my stepfather. I hated him because I didn't like the way he did my mom. And so as I got older, guys, you know, I learned to accept the fact that my stepfather was not perfect. My mother's not perfect. No father's perfect. No mother's perfect. No parent is perfect. And it is what it is. And so before my stepdad left this earth, I am so glad to tell you that me and him got along so well. There was a time I wouldn't even go see my stepfather, but I was racing like a racehorse to go see my father as I got older, and I saw he was getting older. And, you know, and matter of fact, before he passed away, I was living in Houston, and he was on his deathbed, and he said he was not going to leave you until he saw his son. And when I went to go see him, I think he passed like 3 or 4 days after I came to go see him. Yeah. So some people don't never have a relationship with they step parents or their parents, but you know. But yeah, we got along really good. I used to take my friends around and beat my stepdad. He loves to tell the stories about me getting in trouble. I said, Daddy, tell him about the I said, Dad, thank you for blocking that person. I said, Daddy, tell him about the time I got in trouble for calling the Gong Show. He said, I gonged your ass. He said, y'all know, you know, it was I was calling California trying to get on the Gong Show. It's a true story. And when I tell you my dad was mean, I didn't understand. Well, my mom told my dad, she told him this one lie. She said, "You're not whooping him no more. You're not whooping him no more." That's it. Because you have to realize, my dad was raised like that. My mom said my dad, people whooped him like bad, like beat them. And that's how he was. That's what he knew. That's the only thing he knew. Yeah, yeah. Baby, my daddy said, yeah, I gonged your ass for calling the Gong Show. Yeah, but my dad used to beat us. You know, when I say beat, y'all, I don't mean like, he would whoop our ass, you know. But he calmed down. If mama got on that ass, she was like, hey, you ain't doing this no more. You know. But I'm just glad me and my dad, I'm glad we patched things up before he left here. And he actually wanted to, he had a lot of health problems. And I remember him telling me, son, I'm tired. I was like, Dad, don't say that. You can be around as long as you want to be. He said, no, I'm tired. And I couldn't take it. Yeah. I have and I was so blessed to know that I had, when I found out about my biological father, I was so blessed to know I had, let me try to get it right, 5 sisters on my dad's side, 2 brothers. So, um, so 8 of us total. Make sure I got it right, cause yeah, cause my sisters be watching. Sometimes they come on and say, "No, brother, you got this man," cause I just met on my dad's side. I met all my 4 sisters when they all came to Denny's when I met them the first time in Austin. But I had 2 other sisters I haven't met, and I just met her a couple of years ago, well, about 4 years ago, and she was living in Houston. She lived around the corner from me. I didn't even know my sister lived in Houston. And then I have a sister in Austin I still haven't met yet. Yeah, I'm gonna put on my lashes. Y'all, I'm supposed to be doing a show, but I don't know. Is there money? Is there any money out there? Is there any money out there? But oh, let me tell y'all. So I have a transgender person in my family right now. She's very young, and I've never met her. We've only met like online. Okay, not online, but just thank you for the cash app. Somebody need to match that 20. That wasn't the cash app. That was Venmo. Thank you, Benji. That's 20. Somebody need to match that 20, honey. Looking very pretty. Thank you. But anyway, so I was talking to my nieces now, and they was like, I said, well, how did Dad feel about this? This is my biological dad. I said, how did Dad feel about gays, or child, he didn't care, because they said when my niece, I guess that she would be my niece. Now she would be my niece. They said when she came out, baby, they said my daddy said, well, she won't be the first and she won't be the last. Hi, Jeremy. Yeah, so, but I wish I could have had a better relationship with my father. But here's the reason why I didn't go around my real father as much, and I feel bad. I should have did it. I didn't go around him because y'all have to remember. Look at all the shit I went through with my other family, coming out the closet and being gay, and stuff like that. Being around, and I didn't want to go around my real father, my biological father, and then being around my sisters and brothers who I didn't know, and have to go through that same shit again. So I was like, but luckily I ended up going around, but it was a little bit too late, and my father got older and he passed away. But I have a great on my Johnson side of the family, child, they are a turn up. Baby, when I tell you they are a turn up, they like to party. They all came to see me. They all came to see me perform in Austin a couple of years ago. My whole family, except one of my brothers and maybe one of my sisters, but they all came to see me perform. Yeah, I would say the Johnson side of my family is more LGBTQ plus friendly than my other side. No, I can't really say that because my baby brother watches my show. Hey, baby brother, he probably over there watching now. Yeah, my baby brother actually watches my show. He watches my show, but he won't tell me what his name is on here. But my baby brother, he supports my show. He watches my show. Um, but my mom came to see me perform in 2015. I think she came to see me perform. Yeah. And I didn't think she was gonna come. And let me tell y'all what my mama said. Let me tell you what my mama said when we was at the club. I said, y'all, this is my mama first time at a drag show. She said, no, it ain't. I used to go watch Miss Shanita. Who the fuck is Miss Shanita? I got so tickled. I said, oh, mama, you didn't tell me that. Now, my stepfather, I think he would have came to see a drag show. He would. I think he would have. My daddy was a clown. Dizzy will tell you. My stepdaddy was a clown. Oh my God. That's why I get that. The clown part I get from my stepdaddy. Yeah. The man who raised me, I get it from him. He was an absolute clown. He had you laughing all the time. Even in serious moments, my stepdad would have you laughing. He could never be serious himself. Y'all, I usually use bonding glue, and I've been too lazy to go to the store to get some, and now I'm using this old cheap glue. Hopefully, I can get it on here. If anybody want to contribute to the show before I start the show, go ahead and hit the Cash App or the Venmo. Now, if somebody, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do one song sitting here because Benji already sent $20 to the Venmo. So uh, somebody needs to match that. Okay, I'm going out of town. I have a radio interview I'm going to. Somebody needs to match that. And I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna do my first song sitting right here, child. I'm gonna throw my wig on and I put my little lipstick on. Mama said you what? Mama said you thought it was. I'm not understanding that. Yeah, I know. I don't like this. I don't like this stuff right here. I like bonding glue, but I haven't been doing drag. Only reason why I'm doing drag show y'all because I'm going out of town. And I don't know about y'all, bitch, but I just paid rent, okay? And I ain't rich like some of y'all. I just paid rent and bills. So this is something I've always done. Oh yeah, yeah. My mom, she came to my show first time. This is something I've always done back through the years. Whenever I need some extra money, I throw a wig on. Throw a wig on. Back when I lived in Austin, when me and my roommate was in college, uh, he was in college. I met him, and he was, in college. Oh, y'all, this the wrong. These ain't the same lashes. Oh, Jesus, hold on a minute. He was in college, and yeah, that's not. Oh, bitch, I was about to use the wrong lash. I ain't rich, but thank God I don't pay rent. Oh, how you doing? I ain't mad at you. But anyway, so back in the day, oh, I've been doing this for years. The bonding glue. Oh, I ain't never had no problems with no bonding glue in my eyes. Never in my life. And I just had a doctor visit. My eyes are good. Yeah. So anyway, so me and my best friend, thank you for subscribing, Granny McDonald. So he, you know how it is when you're in between paychecks and stuff like that. And I was like, well, Craig, I'm gonna go do a show this week. He's like, okay, I'll go do a show, and I win $150, $200. Well, back then they was giving a lot of money for the talent shows. They don't know. Okay, this is the wrong side. Okay, they don't anymore. They used to give away a lot of money for the talent shows back to like $200. So, baby, when our back was up against the wall and we needed to make some extra money, baby, I would go get on the show. Let's do a story time. My mama's done, y'all. Let's do a story time. I've told this story before, but this is for the new people. I had got booked in Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to Jackson. I got booked in Jackson, Mississippi, and it was me, a queen named Nene, rest in peace, Nene. Crystal, rest in peace, Crystal, and Eric, rest in peace, Eric. I was going to Atlanta, okay, but we got booked. So the booking was like a $600 booking. He gave me the money, and I paid them. All right, but I did a male show. I didn't do drag. I did a male show. Okay, so I did a male show, and so we get there, we do the show. Now all of a sudden, Crystal leaves with the guy that she met at the bar, and Crystal goes to the IHOP, young and dumb. Okay, she goes to the IHOP, and she picks up this guy, and the guy steals the car. Thank God for wigs. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. So, mind you, that had nothing to do with me because, baby, I was going to Atlanta. and they already know I was leaving Jackson going to Atlanta. I had nothing to do with Nene getting that car stole. So hold on, y'all. I gotta give me some bond glue because this shit right here is too take too long. So anyway, I'm gonna make a long story short. So the car gets stolen. They're looking at me to get them back to Dallas. I'm like, nope. I paid y'all for the show. Nene got the car stolen. I'm going to Atlanta. That has nothing to do with me, right? So they were all mad at me. They were mad at me. And to this day, I'm like, why would y'all be mad at me? I didn't get the car stolen. Nene, oh, I thought I had glue in my eye. Nene was the one that got the car stolen. So anyway, so one of the queens that was there was like, PT, you should stay here and do the talent show Wednesday. I said, oh, y'all got a talent show. Like I told y'all back in the days, back in the days for drag shows, they would give away a lot of money, $300 or $400 or $500. And so, mind you, I didn't have a wig, I didn't have makeup, I didn't have nothing. I just had talent. And I was with this queen named Dee Dee. She used to like me. And she's like, PT, I'm gonna help you. Makeup we got, wig we can get, shoes we can get. We went to Payless. Y'all remember Payless? She made me a dress. She said, we giving away $500. You need to do this talent show Wednesday. I said, okay. Okay. I sure will. So I thought they were gone. I thought Crystal and them were gone. I didn't even know they were still in Jackson. What I didn't understand is the guy who owned the club. I don't understand why he didn't just give them the money to go back home on the bus. Hello. So, girl, that Wednesday, I had my dress, I had my makeup, and because remember, I did a male show that Saturday. I didn't have no drag with me. So I get there and I walk in. I don't know if Crystal and them were there before me, after me, whatever. But I walk in. There's Crystal, there's Eric, and there's Miss Nene. Miss Nene didn't do drag. Crystal did drag, and Eric did drag. Miss Nene was just a driver. So it was time for the show. They didn't speak to me. You know what? Y'all keep saying I got lovely teeth, but my teeth are fucked up, y'all. I wish I could afford to have my whole teeth done, but I can't, right now I can't. But I'm gonna get it done. So anyway, so we all walk in, but they were mean mugging me, looking at me crazy. Da 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 da. So I said, well, girl, I'm gonna do this song by Deatra Hicks. Oh yes, Payless was the business, baby. And y'all know who Deatra Hicks is? She's the black lady that played in Tyler Perry's plays. Well, I did this song called Everything I Feel Is in My Eyes. Baby, baby, baby. I tore a hole in that club. Bitch, I performed like my mind was going bad. Oh, baby, PT came through there, and mind you, y'all, Crystal was a big time. Crystal was a big time drag performer. Like she was huge. She was bigger than me. I spanked that ass, baby. You know why? Because I said I'm finna work these girls. But you know why? Because I was like, y'all, that's not my fault. Y'all not gonna make me feel guilty for something that I didn't do. I didn't get the car stolen. You know. Well, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. So yeah, go look it up. It's called "Everything I Feel Is in My Eyes" by Beatrix. Bitch, I wore that song out. So, okay, a little bit more story time. Just hold on. So, all right. So moving forward. So that was Wednesday. So that Thursday hanging out, Friday hanging out. So that Saturday, no, that Friday I get on the bus to go to Atlanta, and I was actually going to Virginia, but I was going through Atlanta. And mind you, I'd never been to Atlanta before. Yeah, rest in peace to all of them. Yeah. I'd never been to Atlanta, so yeah, I was young. I might have been 20. I was in my 20s. And I had never been to Atlanta, but I was going through Virginia because my ex-boyfriend was in the military in Norfolk, Virginia. Matter of fact, I'm going to Norfolk in October. Yeah, to do a show. So anyway, baby, I go to get on the bus, and here comes this handsome guy, the bus driver. He looks at me and he goes, "Sit behind me." Oh, okay. So back then, I had it going on, baby. Okay, I can get whatever I wanted back then. So sat behind the bus driver. We talked the whole time. He lived in Atlanta, and he was asking me, "You ever been to Atlanta?" I said no, and he was like, "Oh, okay, like this and that." He said, "You say you think you might want to spend the night?" No, Negro, I don't know you, you know. But in my mind, I was like, so we get to Atlanta, right? If y'all know I'm telling the truth when I tell y'all, do y'all remember a long time ago on Greyhound, bitch, you would get a pass to get off the bus, and if you want to stay somewhere for a couple of days, you can get back on the bus later. Do y'all remember that? Well, so I got a pass. He's like, so he talked me into staying in Atlanta with him for a couple of days before I went on to Virginia. And he dropped me off. He said, "I'm going to drop you off on this street." He said, "I got your big bags." I trusted him because he's a bus driver. He goes, "I got your big bags, but you can just carry on whatever you had." So I said, okay. So he drops me on this street. Y'all, this is a true story. I'm not lying. So he dropped me off on the street, and I'm seeing all these cars. Bum, bum, hey, shh, hey, shh, shh. What? All these cars, all these men. You need a ride? What the fuck? He done dropped me off on the whole stroll. Well, the whole stroll was right down the street. The whole stroll was right down the street from the old Greyhound bus station in Atlanta. So if I started liking all this attention, baby, I was loving it. Oh, I wanted to leave him and go with all these other guys that was trying to pick me up. So that was my first time in Atlanta. You know, I was like a kid in the candy factory. So, yeah, the Gong Show Greyhound passes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm never ashamed of my age. So anyway, child. So he came back and he got me. I spent a couple of days with him, and he took me to my first black gay bar in Atlanta, and it was called Loretta's. And I'm going to tell y'all a story. He took me to Loretta's. My mouth was like this the whole time. Look at all these black gay men in here. What? I couldn't believe it. I'm like, damn. And this club was like, bitch, this club, I'm gonna give y'all some tea. This club was 1, 2, it was like 4 clubs in one. Owned by straight people. He took me to Loretta's, but you know, I took my bags, put my bags at the Greyhound bus station. And when he took me to Loretta's, I think my bus left later that night or whatever. Baby, I went back to the Greyhound bus station and renewed that locker. Y'all know how they used to give it the locker? Baby, I had renewed that locker. And I think I stayed in Atlanta for like the last week or something, meeting different guys. And let me show you. Let me see. Do I have some more pictures of me when I was young? Hold on. Oh, I had no problem with meeting somebody, baby. And thank God for covering me, though. Thank God for covering me and making sure I was good. Because, you know, it was a lot going on back then. Yeah, it was a lot going on back then. So I really thank God that he covered me. I didn't get on drugs. Never got in any trouble. Never got hurt. I know it was the prayers of my mom. That had to be what it was. But, boy, when I tell you, I had a fireman that was trying to get me to move, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. And I finally made it to Norfolk, Virginia, and I ended up moving to Atlanta, and I've been in love with Atlanta ever since. I love Atlanta. I like the culture, and when I used to live there, I would walk down, and yes, in Jesus' name. And when I used to live there, I would walk over to Martin Luther King's house, sit on the porch, and cry and pray. And let me show y'all this picture of me when I was younger. Turn this around here. Here's one. I got quite a few, but here's one. Let's see. And I told y'all I've always dressed like a guy. I've never dressed like a girl. Oh baby, I was given a rapper. I was given East or West Coast rapper. This is how I've always dressed. This is how I've always dressed. I've never dressed like a girl. I probably could have had about 20 kids if the Lord had allowed. Oh, this is me in Austin. This was before I even met my father. I didn't even know my father when I took this picture. That was me in Austin. That was before I knew my dad. I didn't even know my dad then. So you see why they was going crazy at the bus stop? I had it going on, baby. And let me see what else I got. I should have another one here. Now, do y'all want to see my real family? Now, this is on my mom's side. The only person that's missing on this picture is me. Hold on, I want to make sure I don't. Okay, there's nobody's names on here. Okay, so this is my real family right here. This is my real family on my mom's side. Okay, so that's my nephew on the far left. That's my oldest brother at the top. That's my baby brother that be secretly watching my show. That's my sister in the green. That's my two nieces at the top. That's my sister next to my mom. That's my mom. Uh-oh. That's my mom right there. And that's my sister, and that's my nephew in the red. And that's my niece and nephew down on the bottom. And that's the newest baby of the family right there, the little bit right here. The little one in the white. She's the newest baby of the family. She be at my mama's house on the ring. And when because I got the Ring doorbell at my mom's house. And baby, because I talked to my mom on the Ring doorbell. And honey, I ring that doorbell. Uncle, 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 uncle. And she just been ringing the bell. Uncle, uncle, uncle. Oh, she's a mess. But anyway, I've had a great life. It's not over. And I've been through some things in my life. And a lot of times I talk about the things I've been through in my life. And next thing you know, I'm crying. But as the old folks say, honey, keep living. Amen? As the old folks say, keep living. Okay. So, oh, you should see my biological side of my family. Oh, I think I got pictures of them too. Hold on. You should see my biological side. Oh, yes, a lot of them, baby. Oh, let me tell you. So, when I came on the scene, a lot of around my dad, on my dad's side, my oldest brother, when I first met my family, I guess we didn't get along because I was gay and on my brother's side, and so whatever. But he had a gay son, and now his son actually was unalived by the police. They ran a light and killed him, and but since then, him and I became very close. And he said, I didn't know what I know now, brother, but if I know what I know now, I would have been more closer to you then because I lost my son, and he didn't find out his son was dead, and didn't find out his son was gay until he died. So can you imagine? But we're very close now. But anyway, he used to get all the attention. My brother used to get all the attention, but Out of all of the brothers, me and him and my other brother, I'm the only one that's light skinned. I look just like my daddy, and the rest of them look like their mama. He said, "Bro," he said, "I don't get no attention no more because you look like daddy." I met one of my nieces or somebody I had never met before. I think like a couple of weeks ago, and when she walked in, she said, "Oh my God, you look just like Grandpa." Oh, this is the pictures I want to show. This was me. No, this was no filter, nothing. This was me back in the '80s when I lived in Austin. I miss those days. And they go fast. So now, when y'all hear me talk about my sons, when I say my sons, they're like the young men that I knew. Like when they would come to the bars and they were young, like they'd be like 18. And back then I was in my 30s. So I took them up one of my wings and made them my sons. I have a lot of sons, y'all. A lot of them. Here's some of them right here. These are all my sons in Atlanta. There's more, but I only took pictures of these guys here. These are my play sons in Atlanta. See, the one at the top left, the one in the back, the one at the top right. These are all of my sons. This guy right here is best friends with, this one here is in the glasses. He's best friends with, what's the lady name on the, Mama D. Him and Mama D are best friends. Yeah, I got a whole lot of sons, like tons of them. Hmm. See, this is what y'all mothers see right here. Y'all mothers don't see us as grown men. Y'all, this is the only thing y'all see is us little kids. That's what y'all mothers says, even if we're in our hundreds. That's why mothers say, "That's my baby. That's my baby." Hmm. Yep. This is y'all remember me telling the story earlier when I got sick. This is the night I got sick. That was me the night I got sick. That's the hotel I was at when I got sick. Hmm. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. This was a great. Oh, here's my stepdad right here, y'all. This is one I told you that said he put my ass for calling the Gong Show. Oh, let me show y'all this first. Yeah, me and my kids in their 30s. Yeah, yeah. This is me. This is when I first met Lunel right here. That's when I first met her. That's when I first met Lunel. And she told me to come to Houston because she would watch my stuff, but she said, "Come to Houston. I want to meet you." I said, "Me?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "Me?" She's like, "Yeah." And I was so nervous. I was so nervous. But I met her. Yeah. This is my mom. I thought I hit the wrong thing. This was my mom back in the day. Yeah, that's my mom. Yeah, this is my mom. Hold on, I want to make sure I wasn't showing my mom's name on here. Hold on. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna show you my stepdad. I'm gonna show y'all why my mama fell in love with my stepdaddy. Okay. I think I got a picture of my dad. Let me see. Oh, here's another picture of me. I got to show y'all this. This was when I called myself drinking and smoking. What the hell was I thinking about? Didn't last long. That was in the '90s in Dallas. That was before filter, y'all. That was before filter. My mama did have some good motherfucking jeans, honey. Okay. Some good jeans. So this is why my mama met my daddy. Martin Luther King ain't had nothing on my stepdaddy, baby. Okay. My stepdad was a handsome man, baby. And he was a player. Yeah, my stepdaddy was a very handsome man. Yes, he was. Yeah, he was. Nah, look, y'all, I found this. I think my sister gave me this was my 25th birthday celebration when I was living in Austin with my family. Was when I had met my father. 25. Wow. That was before I got my job in Dallas, working at the clubs. Before I was even, I was an entertainer, but not a well-known entertainer like I am now. So, last picture, y'all, and I gotta go. So this one, excuse me, my last coming out probably so because I got the who was that? No, it's not coming out. It's not. It's on there. Okay, so this one I'm gonna do, y'all, because this video is so good and got a lot of hits. I don't want to do a show, or I'm gonna hang up and then come back and do the show because I don't want to mess up this live. It's got a lot of views. Last picture. This is me. I had just did a drag show, y'all. I just did a drag show, and when I got out of makeup, this is how I dressed, as I've always dressed. That's me. I just got out of drag. All right. I'm like Tyler Perry. I don't take it off stage. I leave it on stage. Okay. So I'm going to hang up and I'm going to put on my earrings and I'm going to come back and do a couple of numbers for y'all. Y'all come back. Yeah. Y'all come back and check out the show. Appreciate it. I didn't even put on no lipstick, child. I didn't even put on no, I got to find my earrings. Y'all, I'm so unorganized because I hadn't done drag in so long. Because I've been doing these little funny skits and stuff. So doing bingo in Havanas. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Hmm. Yeah. Boy, I don't know if they are. Hey, did you know what's the name that got unalived? Black Cotton. Did you know Preston that got killed in Dallas? Ooh. Did you know Preston got unalived? Did you know his roommate killed him? Yeah. Isn't that sad? Sad. I think he was in his 30s. Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember Cotton? Do you remember um, Montreal from New Orleans got murdered by his boyfriend in Dallas too? Yeah, it's I don't think they had the funeral yet. Cantrell was so nice. Y'all, it's always the nice people they take out of here. See, y'all, I'm not that light. It's just the lighting. It's always the nice people that always be taken out here. I guess that's why I'm still here, because I'm mean. All right. I'll see y'all guys in about 10 minutes, okay? Thank you for the one Cash App. So when I come back, y'all dig deep in your pockets and send 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever. I'm going out of town Friday. I'm going to do a show tonight. I'm going to do one tomorrow, and then I'm headed to Dallas for my radio interview Friday, okay? See y'all in about 10 minutes. Bye. About 10, 15 minutes or less.